be a reason that we want them to come to church. And what is that reason? What is the mission? The mission is not to have more young people in church. The mission has to be bigger than that. It has to be about following Christ in some way into the world to represent God's transformative love among God's people.
Walking through Homeboy Industries and seeing all the work that was done there, it was definitely moving, and seeing how God was at work. I was especially struck by just the first-hand accounts of people who were changed by Homeboy Industries and then decided to be leaders there.
It brought a sense of gratefulness, hopefulness, and let us know that God is not done with us yet. No matter what you've done, who you are, where you've been, transformation is possible in all settings.
What are the things that we value? What are our passions? And what can we birth out of that? Rather than thinking about what's the need of our community, but really maybe starting with what is it that we love and what is it that we want to share.
It's really important for these kinds of projects is that we can quickly lose the fact that, we're not just betting on a winning horse here, we're actually participating in what God is doing.
We have to enter into those spaces with a willingness to be changed as much as we might hope somebody would be transformed who's joining us.
We're about to meet Sarah Miles. The woman, the myth, the legend, the one who had no religious background and suddenly did it all better than everybody else.
We believe that God glorifies the stranger. In liturgy, our practice is to run the liturgy as if we're aiming it at the person who's never been there before. As somebody who had never been to church before, I can tell you it works.
You said you have to fail because they celebrate failures just as much as they celebrate success. There can't be fear in the organization.
Right.
If there's fear, we won't do anything. If we love and if we keep pressing ahead without fear, we're going to create something beautiful.
My name is Sage. This is Andy. That's Steven. We're 3 of about the 8 members that run actively the Dragon School program.
It's just kind of showing us and giving us a feel on what we can do in our community.
Whenever you start this project, you feel that you have to know everything about your target audience before you get into it. You feel you have to know the demographics, but no, it's just like a leap of faith. And once you get in there, God makes miraculous things happen.
We are reminded, especially throughout these last couple of days, regardless of our church size, regardless of what goes on in the world, that everybody has something to offer, that everybody has something to share.
Young people are seeking meaning and meaningful activities, right? Because all of these people went outside of what they knew to have impact on what they felt was a need, and suddenly it turned into this great outcome.
You are now about to go home, and you can forget the story of the people you meet, of people who are in a really tough spot right now, and people who are doing brilliant things right now. Or you can tell the story, and tell it again, and tell it again, and tell it again until it actually starts to be remembered and we actually start to live as if we remember people who are on the edge. So as you go home, may you tell this story until people start to believe it.
Just for me.